everybody, Demon Jester J here with 5 questions to a mile maker. And my guest is
Vanhammer.
How you doing today, sir?
Not bad, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Cool.
Are you ready for the 5 questions?
Get the headphones set. We're ready.
Okay, cool. First question. Who are you? Please tell us about yourself, your hobby, and also do you have more than one hobby?
Okay. Name's Vanhammer. Real name's Van. Got the name from playing Highland games back in the day. Guys at work started calling me Vanhammer and sort of stuck. Hobby-wise, pretty much down to just building miniatures. Used to have a lot of other hobbies, paintball, golf, stuff like that. Got old now and sort of set in my ways, so I just sat around here and chop up plastic and make miniatures.
Still fun.
Yep. That's what I like.
All right. Ready for number 2?
Ready for number 2.
Number 2. What got you into your hobby and how long have you been into it?
Well, way back in the day, we're talking early 80s, mid 80s, probably about 84. My mom come up to me and says, "Your brother's playing D&D, and your grandma don't like it, and I want to know a little bit about it. So I want you to get it, figure out what he's doing, and tell me." So I got drafted into taking care of, watching him, and ended up at a game store with him one time and picked up some miniatures. We've done this once before, but I'll show you guys again. So, let's say, first miniature I ever bought was a guy here, keeping them in little plastic dice cases so that I don't get them messed up. But this was my first miniature. Ended up at a game store, and I was sort of bored looking around at old used books. My brother, I seen these guys, and my brother says these are characters to play in the D&D games. So this was the first miniature I ever bought, which got me started buying miniatures. And I bought that one and was looking around, an old, Howard fan from Conan. And so I bought the second miniature I ever bought. Same day I bought this one, but I found this one after this one, which is basically an old Conan. And it became a D&D character. Played for a while. And that's pretty much what got me still hooked was these little lead guys that, like I say, in today's terms, they're pretty ugly as miniatures, real bad sculpts. But like I said, I've kept these guys since the 80s. So these figure here is as old as some of the people watching this show. So it's what got me started. So ready for the next one.
Number 3. When and why did you start making YouTube videos, and have you met anyone from YouTube because of it?
Which also, like I said earlier here with Manny, was my brother. We've been out of the hobby for a while. Our gaming store had closed and other different things, and I'd moved out of state. And when I moved back, I say it's been 10 years or more since I've done anything game-wise. And my brother did some medical conditions and ended up moving into the house me and my wife bought. And basically one day I walked into his room and was talking with him, and he was watching YouTube. I've had degrees in computers, but I've never really do anything about it until then. And my brother said, this is YouTube. These guys are playing on here and doing battle reports, because that's what he was watching. So I told him, he said, we ought to do that. And that way we'd get you back into playing. So I said, sure, you buy the stuff, I'll do battle reports with you. And ended up in the store one evening, a Nikon that he liked, and he bought it.
Cool.
And he brings it home, sitting around the house here for a couple of weeks. He still hadn't took out the box. So I told him, hey, why don't you do something with this? And he goes, I don't know how to use it. So I took it into my room, filled it with this, made a test for YouTube. I put it up, and said, this is how you do it. It's no problem. And he sat around there, and I noticed that I started actually getting subscribers to my test for YouTube. And so I borrowed the camera off of him again, made another video. Actually, I was getting subscribers. They wanted to see something. And to this day, he's made 2 videos. And I'm working on close to 200. 165 to 175. I'm not sure even myself anymore. And that's how I got into it. And so was there another part to that question?
Yes, there was. It's, have you met anyone from YouTube because of it?
I keep forgetting that part. Have I met anybody? In personal face-to-face, I've met several. Les from Awesome Paint Job, Chung from GW Consortium. A lot of subscribers I've met at Games Day and stuff like that that subscribe to my channel. I've met through YouTube without running around. And if you count, Google Plus, I got a bunch of us hang out at Google Plus. The list goes bigger. It gets, John from Beasts of War, Worthy Painting Guys, just Schnauzer Face from Schnauzer Face Minis. So there's a huge list from Google, and but yeah, I've met several people because of YouTube.
All right.
Okay. Or third question.
No, fourth question.
Or fourth question. Dang, we're rocking through them now. Fourth question.
Number 4. Do you have any tips for anyone new getting into your hobby or making YouTube videos?
Getting into the hobby for new people. I know that it's got a lot more expensive. One of the things I'm saying, because like I say, for me, the whole thing is miniatures. I pretty much haven't played a game for, if you take out the 1 or 2 games that I did when we started up my Hillbilly Wargaming channel, if you take those videos or those games out, I haven't played in 20 years. That's my dog. Okay. I don't know if the kids do or not. She's back there barking at the cats. But anyway, so I haven't really played since, like the 90s. So I'm into the miniatures. And just to build miniatures and stuff, rather than to pay the bigger prices for like the big kits, check bit stores and basically look at the bits for like, there's several of them. Get offline, check eBay for just bits and build your guys. That way they become more personal to you if you're playing with them. It gives you more want to paint them. And, it might not seem like you're spending quite as much off the front. You build a miniature for $10, where the same miniature in a kit's going to cost you $20,
Yeah.
So look in the bit stores for getting started. And that way you also see what you like to build. Because if you don't like building the stuff that you're wanting to play with, you ain't going to want to spend $300 and decide, bang, I don't want to play this guy because I hate building Tau. But I don't mind building Necrons. So that way you get a way to start where you wouldn't be out the money. On YouTube, first thing I say on YouTube is when you make your first video, don't get your face out there. Once your face is out there, you lose that inhibition. Except for me, I figured the first video showed my face. And that way I didn't get that sort of, oh my God, I want you to see what I look like, which gets you more personal to the people that's going to be subscribing to you.
Mm-hmm.
If they can see you put a face to your voice, you're going to be a little broader accepted.
Cool.
You don't have to have huge cameras and stuff to do this. Look into a little webcam. I do all my stuff through a webcam. I've got, $500 Nikon. It sits on the shelf. I record on 30.
All right.
Up to the.
You're talking about the camera before the knocking.
Oh yeah, YouTube. Going with just a simple webcam will get you started. granted, the big stuff, the big cameras and stuff, once you start getting more into your showcasing and stuff like that, you might look into a larger camera, the big Nikons and the big Super HDs and stuff. But just getting started, getting in there, just want to get your feet wet, grab you a simple webcam. If you look, the ones you're looking at nowadays are coming at 720 HD, which is more than enough to show your miniatures off and to do a blog, sort of like what we're doing here.
Yes. Back
and forth talking and showing little things like that. If you want to get into the major production values, like Les from Awesome Paint Job, you're not going to jump in there first footed, You want to work into that. So start off with just something to get you a base and comfortable. Because if you're not comfortable, you're not going to be able to do the job.
All right. Because
you want to go in this, you want to be comfortable in front of the camera. So that's why I say get yourself on the camera right off the bat, get that out of the way. It's not going to bug you later. So get in there and get with it and have fun at it. If you get in and start getting boring or you're not getting into it, it's not going to be fun for you. So just don't do it.
All right.
But just to jump in, get wet, grab your small camera, hook it up, go through a web page or webcam. Most webcams are going to get you straight through into Google or into YouTube anyway. Give you a direct upload, easy formatting and stuff. Not a lot of super editing needed with them, and it gets you a good place to start. But then once you get comfortable with it, then look for the big stuff. Don't think you got to go out and buy a $700 camera to shoot 1020 HD on a miniature when you don't really need it. Like I say, some of these smaller webcams, like I say, I use a Microsoft Studio Pro or something like that. It's called, like $45 at Walmart. Shoots 720 HD, and that's all you really need to start off with.
All right. Ready for number 5? The last question?
Number 5.
Last question, number 5. Who do you think I should ask these 5 questions to next, and why?
Okay. Actually, I know a couple people's. I've watched some of the other videos you've done. A couple people's mentioned girl painting.
Yeah, I've been trying to get her.
Actually, I was talking to her last night. She's tried to get back with you and say she will do it. So put out another mail to girl painting, and she said she'd be more than happy to jump in and do an interview with you.
Cool. Thank you.
Girl painting would be a good one to get. She's had a lot of experience. She knows a lot about this YouTube stuff. So, she's definitely someone to talk with.
Okay.
That's why I would say, check with her. She's got a lot of history. She's been at this game for quite a while. She's one of the old pros of this YouTube thing, and she's been painting miniatures for a long time. So
yeah, I like her work.
She's a good lady to talk to. Other than that, maybe if you're looking mainly for builder type people, check out JoJo Man. I know he's wanting to get a little bit more exposure. The great JoJo Man.
I'm gonna be asking him soon. I was trying to do some stuff for him in the past, so yeah.
Yeah, he does some building and stuff. Be a nice one to talk to. But like I say, right off the bat, I'd say go ahead and try girl painting again.
I'll ask both of them.
Okay,
that's cool.
JoJo, I know. I'm talking with Girl Painting now of us doing a thing together with me, her, and JoJo on green stuffing, a live broadcast for her channel. So,
oh, cool.
So just I know JoJo's wanting to get into it, and like I say, I told Alexandra about talking with you today, and she said that she had got your message, and I don't know, is having trouble getting back to you or whatever. So you might drop her another line.
Okay, I will.
And I'm check back with her again, because she said she was definitely willing to jump in and help out, because that's sort of her kick. She likes that sort of stuff.
All right.
So the more she can help out, the better she likes it. So get a hold of her.
All right, I will definitely. Well, that's the show.
Okay.
Now it's your time to do all the plugs that's going to be in the credits. So go have a blast.
Okay, so what does the Vanhammer do besides YouTube? I've got, of course, Facebook page. It's picked up a lot. I was pretty lenient with it at first. I wasn't doing quite as much, but I picked up showing a lot more stuff on the Facebook Vanhammer page. So drop by and check it out if you feel like it. Also, just in case, sort of wondering what other things, I've got the Hillbilly War Game guys, but I'm getting a lot of subscribers dropping over from even Europe and stuff, just dropping, because I do, that's mainly where I'm showcasing stuff for the local guys that I've done, builds and paints and stuff for the local club. So some of my stuff's on there too. So, and also, if you just like checking out what other people are doing, drop by and check out Hillbilly. I've got a web page, but when I was basically sending you the stuff that you just needing to put onto the credits, my web page wasn't working right, so I didn't send it to you. But you guys might get a chance. Just look up Vanhammer Minis, www.vanhammerminis.com.
Okay.
Which is my page, but like I say, it was showing it was down. I don't know if my .com was under like a update or something from the software, or what it was that it shut the page down. But there's a VanhammerMinis.com out there. But other than that, that's my three main things other than YouTube. I've got blog. I've got a blog set up, which that's another one I've been sort of mistreating this year. I haven't done, been busy with commissions that I haven't put a lot up on it. But I'm moving back into updating on the blog too, if you follow blogs. So that's my main out sources other than YouTube for you guys.
All right. Well, that's the show.
That's it.
I have to say thank you for being on it.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. It's fun.
It's definitely fun to meet you. Well, thanks for watching. And like I say to everybody, keep the blade sharp and make the hobby fun. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.
Bye. Later.